Good morning. How is everybody doing? Wowzers. I'm still waking up. In fact, why is that? Why am I waking up? I'm actually still awake. I haven't been asleep yet. So, good morning anyway. We are here for the first round on the NA server of the Professional Talk. Oh, I've got some messages. It's too early. Anyway, so we are going out on the hour. I'm not the only. Before I start that, I'm not the only streamer. There are three other streams. There's Amunet, who is following Rain and Purple. Blitzfish, who is following Pramo and MM. Oh, excuse me. And Papa Rage, who is following Joker against GG. Not only that, but the Challenges is also being streamed by Wild Ones Halper, who has got OG against Arrival, and Every, who have got Straight against SVG. There you go, look, plenty to watch, guys. So, we are going out with Apex, and they're kicking off with Pincer, and they're going on Fort Despair, Canal, and Faust. It is best of 5, so it's the first 2-3 victories. Simple as that. So let's have a look at Apex. Well, we've got Commie, 70% win rate. Tommy, 62.89% win rate. Amarat, 65.24%. External, 67.89%. Chips with 65.21%. Dreadalicious, 71.78%. EFXD, 76.66%. Aka, 71.23%. Amorax, 73.42%. And DJ with 64.83%. With a combined win rate of 66.61%, which is pretty good going. They're going out against Pincer. Well, we've got Sponge, 69.86%. Alpha, 62.74%. Radium, 64.13%. Tanksco Choo Choo, 61.74%. Spitball, 81.23%. Don Kimmich, 81.92%. Iron Army, 63%. Exodus, 68%. Luffy, 64%. And Taish, 67%. They have a combined win rate of 64.31%. However, win rates, well, they mean a lot in some battles, but they certainly don't mean that much at this level. Not really. It's how the teams perform overall. So there you have it. That's what we're going out with. So let's go back out here. Wonder if I got one. Look, I got one of these. Yay! Anyway, we're going out on Fort Despair, so most people have seen this already, but some of you may not have. So those of you who haven't, this is Fort Despair. Oh, this Fort Despair on the Turk, and if you're for the Twister, you'll know that up there somewhere there's a grill. There it is, courtesy of Raid Messi in his grill. What can we expect on this map? Well, if it was a public game, you'll see everybody going to the C cap. Not quite the same here in tournaments. You will normally get them to drive something along the lines of maybe a Vickers, maybe even a Crown Wagon up onto this ridge, try and get those spots, see if anything's moving across or into position over that side. And again, it's pretty much a mirror from the other side. Some clans like to send their heavies, sometimes their mediums, out wide along this area so they can flank round and put cross shots in. And again, it works from both sides. You will get to see super heavies in the form of Mouses and E100s. If so, well, from this spawn, they will stick them on this area here and side scrape off this building. Or if they've got two of them and feeling quite aggressive, they may push straight into the B cap. From the other side, they like to stick them around here. And again, if they've got two of them and feeling quite aggressive, they may push straight into that B cap. It's not uncommon to see them sending the likes of an E5 or something similar and stick them into these little pigeonholes here. That way they can get some good spots as the team moves across there, or as they even try and get into their pigeonholes. Plus, you can reset the C cap. If they are going for C cap, well, you normally get an IS-4 dropping in, fast capping it and pulling back out and sitting in around this position until they've got some support, and then they may push through. Pretty much the same from the other side. It's a very symmetrical map, pretty much the same. 9 times out of 10, the big brawling area is the B cap, but it's not uncommon to see it between B and C. It's very rare to see it between A, however. Again, they have multiple strats for these maps, so we never know what they are really going to do until they line up their meta and get into those initial positions. Either way, it's always a good brawly map, Fort Despair, so we're going to be in for a great time. This is Canal, one of my favourite tournament maps. I absolutely adore this map. Now, what are we likely to see here? Well, there have been numerous different strats utilised on Canal. 9 times out of 10, it's all about taking those caps. So from this spawn, it is not uncommon to see them come in and fast cap that B cap. It's also, if they're particularly aggressive, not uncommon to see them get over this bridge and try to get the resets on that C cap and then drop down into the canal itself and push around onto this ridge to make sure that they've got some cover. From this spawn, it's much easier to get over to that A cap. They've got to be careful as they cross here because they can be spotted, and if there are tanks also going to the A cap or even going into that C cap, they can give them a bit of a hard time. Not to worry though, they normally send AMX 50Bs out here and stuff like that, and once they're out here, boy, they can put a lot of pressure onto that C cap area and put a lot of cover down onto the B cap. From the other spawn, well, they generally can go into that C cap, which they do. They've got to be careful of those resets if they come aggressive across the bridge. Once they're done with the C cap, they generally drop down to this ridge line here. That way they're safe. A cap is a lot more traumatic from this spawn because as you try to get around here, anything on the B cap will spot you, and if there's other tanks going up, you are just going to get roasted. What you generally get, if they want to be aggressive, they drop down into the canal itself, use the cover provided to try and get up behind the B cap and give them a lot of hard times. From this spawn, it's more likely they're going to go to the D cap. They'll go round the outside, round the back, jump into that D cap, and as long as they get D and C first, they will then put their tanks on this ridge line and wait. If they're feeling particularly aggressive, they may stick E5s or something similar on this ridge just to oversee that B cap. Whoever gets the caps first, well, they've got the advantage. They just need to hold and the other side need to push. And that's when it becomes traumatic because it's a lot easier if you are on this side of the map to push towards that C cap than it is to push towards that D cap. However, if they do have the advantage on this side pushing to C, you're going to incur the wrath of those sat on those ridges. So it all depends what they're going to do. Only time will tell, and it's going to be an exciting, fast-paced game. Canal normally is, and it's normally action-packed. We can only sit and wait and see what they're going to do. Either way, we're going to be in for some amazing gameplay. Oops, I was looking at something else. Anyway, we're in the room. I was checking Fishy's stream. Is Fishy's stream working? Anyway, possibly. So, here we go. That's the maps. We've seen them. I'm not going to do Faust because, well, it's Faust. It takes too long. We've only got a minute left. We're going out on Fort Despair, one of the smaller maps. Quite an old map as well. Teams have readied up. As you can see, we will have Apex on the north spawn, Pincer on the south. Looking at the Apex team, we have Commie in an E5, Amarax in a mouse, Chips in a mouse, EFXD in a Kranwagen, Aka in a mouse, External in an IS4, and Tommy in an E100. Wow, Apex really rolling out those super heavies. All four of them, to be fair. Moving over to Pincer, well, we have Sponge in the IS4, Tanks go choo-choo in a Kranwagen, Alpha in the IS4, Luffy in a mouse, Radium in an E5, Taish in a mouse, and Ayanami in an IS4. So, there you go. That's the lineup. We've got seconds, but few of them before kickoff. Okay, I'm still rubbing my eyes. Yeah, there were some upsets earlier today. Craziness. On EU, Endgame, going out. Oof. Killer, man. Also, I will be giving away battle passes during this stream, not in this game, but in the next game. So keep your ears peeled. I'll explain more when we get closer and after we finish this game. Well, clearly Apex are going to be having... Let's get up high. The additional hit points, but with all those super duper heavies, there's a lot of them. 4 to be exact. 5 if you count the IS-4. IS-4 is not really a super heavy, it's just a heavy. Commie is going out wide. EFXD is going to be in the little sort of spotting bush and maybe go to the ramp there to watch. Here comes Pincer, Radium in the E5. He's backed up by Alpha and Sponge in their IS-4s. He's coming out to this corner. No one's going to come with him. Commie has turned around and gone the other way. So no point following those IS-4s at the moment. Tyson and Luffy, well, they're heading for the B cap. Iron Army is overlooking. Sponge is going to join him, and Tanks Go Choo Choo is going onto the ramp. You can see C-Cap will already be taken by Apex. Aka here, well, he's making his way sort of around the fort. Despairingly around the fort. I know, that's an awful joke. Tommy's already got his pro camo, good for him. Commie in EFXD there. Well, they're just in positions waiting. Oh, and the first shot's going in. This one by Tommy into Tysh in the mouse there. Tysh just hiding behind that building. Gets a bit of a shot in to him. Sponge also, he's had a little bit of a shot, but so is Tommy. He's had 2 come back to him in EFXD. So at the moment, Apex have the advantage, only marginally. Now we've got ammo racks and chips and the mouses coming to push on towards the B cap area. The only thing that can't happen at the moment, mainly because of Commie there, is that the A cap cannot be taken. If they try to drop into the A cap, Commie is there to reset it. As you can see, he'll probably try and put shots into Iron Army here. No, he goes for Tanks Go Choo Choo instead. Doesn't connect. Get back to the middle area. Tommy now is looking worse for wear. Tysh is looking to put a bit of pressure on him. Tommy's got to get out of there. Aka also, so at the moment it's looking a bit worse for wear for Pincer more than it is for, Apex more than it is for Pincer. What with Tommy losing so many hit points, he's almost ineffective, but now Tysh is also looking worse for wear. He's now a one-shot, down he goes, so first blood does go to Apex. Chips is now, well, I thought he was trying to cap, but he's not. They're trying to put pressure onto Tanks Go Choo Choo. As he comes around the corner, he's going to be faced by 2 mouses. Tommy is trying to get out of dodge completely, as you can see down there. Tanks Go Choo Choo is backing himself into a corner. Oh, but EFXD in the Crown Wagon goes down. Turret goes flying as Iron Army puts some shots in, but Iron Army is now one shot. So is Sponge. So it's actually, but they've got 2 caps. So at the moment, Pincer do have the advantage, but they've got a load of low hit point tanks out there. Commie is going to be circled though. Alpha should be able to finish him off, but Iron Army goes down at the same time. So 3 tanks down for Apex, 2 tanks down for Pincer. Ammo racks now getting a bit of a pummeling. Got to get out of there. Chips is coming around to try and finish off Luffy, but Ammo racks goes down. It's 3 against 5. Tommy is still alive. He's down there with Sponge, and it's basically a brawl between those 2. Poor old external here is being pincered by Pincer. External taking down the mouse, but External's going to go down himself. It's 2 against 3. Chips is very healthy, but can he take out one of these tanks? Now it's 1 against 3 as Tommy goes down to Alpha. Sponge did go down in there, but Alpha in the IS-4 is basically full of HP. Let's get with Chips, see what he's doing. As you can see, not much he can do. It's all over anyway on the hit points, base points, sorry. So, Pincer winning the first game. 19,620 dished out compared to the 15,532 dished out by Apex. Good net force, yeah. 3 AM for you, 5 AM for me. Golly, golly gosh, what are we doing? Right then, so next game, guys. Chance to win a battle pass. All you've got to do is guess how much damage Pincer will do in the next game. That's it. So just guess the amount of damage they're going to do. And 2 battle passes for up for grabs. Just putting that in the chat as well. There we go. Right then, so swapping those spawn points here on Fort Despair. This time on Apex, they're going to be on the south spawn. We have Commie in a Crown Wagon, Amarat in an IS-4, Chips in a Mouse, EFXD in an Object 140, Aka in a Crown Wagon, External in an IS-4, and Tommy in a Crown Wagon. Dropping most of their super heavies, just keeping one this time, going for a bit more mobility, what with EFXD there in the Object. Moving over to Pincer, we have Sponge in the IS-4, Tanks Go Choo Choo in a Crown Wagon, Alpha in a Crown Wagon, Luffy in a Mouse, Radium in an E5, Taish in the IS-4, and Iron Army in a Crown Wagon. So there you go. So remember, guys, guess how much damage Pincer are going to do. It's that straightforward. However, once I say stop in the YouTube chat, unfortunately, guys, anything after the stop now in YouTube will not be counted. So, looking at the hit points, wow. Pincer do have the advantage this time, mainly because EFXD is in that 140, and Pincer, sorry, yeah, for Apex. Apex this time, well, EFXD is probably going for the C-cap. The rest of Apex are heading for the middle area with External going out wide. Pincer, well, no change really to their lineup, so we're not going to see anything realistically different from the strat they just did. Although now you can only see it's only Sponge coming out here. The rest of the team overlooking that B-cap, facing off against Apex here. Mouse is being overly sensitive again. So only one mouse apiece, and the B cap will be taken. EFXD will probably drop into that C cap now. He is uncontested down there, so it's almost free real estate for him. Trying to, you can see Sponge is pushing up there. Externals there to make sure that he doesn't push too far. Tommy and Chips have already taken a little bit of a pounding, but so is Luffy. Now Tanks Go Choo Choo and Sponge also taking a pounding. Just looking over there, I mean, Sponge is coming across External. External just at the drop him in at the moment, hit point wise. Now we've got a bit of a movement here coming from Pincer. Trying to get these cross shots. They're going to try and push onto Commie. Commie is being pushed. Here comes Taish, here comes Radium, here comes Iron Army. But Tanks Go Choo Choo is a one shot. So is Tommy. Tanks Go Choo Choo goes down with the crossfire. Coming in from the other side of the map there. Commie is doing his best. He's dropped his engine boost. He's getting out of dodge. And he's managed to actually survive. And so is Tommy. Down goes Taish. Down goes Tommy eventually. But 2 tanks down now for Pincer. Iron Army is getting cross-shotted. Commie is a one-shot. He's got to be careful. Iron Army or Radium is looking to finish him off. And it goes down. So, and Sponge also looking to push onto Aka. So 3 tanks down apiece. Iron Army, 4 tanks down now for Pincer. IS-4 Ammo Rat. Well, over in the other corner, look, Sponge and External just trading blows face to face, brawling away. Chips putting a good shot into Radium. EFXD in the 140. Wow, he's doing wonderful stuff. I mean, he didn't cap the C-cap. Radium here looking worse for wear. EFXD puts a great shot into Alpha as he goes around the corner. Radium is now in a world of pain. Sponge survived the battle against External. He's run away, basically. Trying to help out in the middle here. Sponge goes down to Chips. Down goes Radium. We have just got Alpha left here in the Crown Dragon. He's going to probably take out Amarat. Yes, he does. But it's 1 against 3. Everything is against him. This one is going to go to Apex. Good game. Nice push from Pincer, but really well countered by Apex. They were able to weather the storm this time, and they look much more impressive without all those super duper heavies. So there we go. So let's have a look. How did Pincer do? Well, Pincer churned out 14,968. That is the lucky number. So there we go. I'll be saying stop very shortly. Well, although I will say stop in the chat. You've already seen it like 4 minutes ago. We're now going to move into Canal. So it's level pegging. We will have Apex on the south spawn, Pincer on the north spawn. Apex have read it up, so we have Commie in an E5, Amarat in the FV4005, Chips in a Mouse, EFXD in a Vickers, Aka in a Crown, External in a Batchat, and Tommy in an FV4005 as well. 2 FVs. Interesting call by Apex. Moving over to Pincer. Well, so far we have Sponge potentially in TVP, Tanks Go Choo Choo in a Grill, Alpha in a Cran, Luffy in a TVP, Radium in an E5, Taish in an E5, and Ayanami in a Batchat. So, how's it gonna go? Well, that was a bit of a low one. Anyway, here we go. First game on Canal. Ooh. Looking at the hit points, wow, not much in it. 400 in favour of Apex, but still interested to see those 2 FVs, to be honest with you, for Apex. Anyway, let's get up high. Already we've got the Vickers and the Batchat heading their way towards that D-cap. The FVs are probably going to be overlooking towards the B-cap from the A, maybe go out towards the A-cap. Commie very aggressive, Chips straight into the C-cap. Commie pushing around to the B-cap. Look at this, I mean, you've got the 2 little lights hightailing it out there, facing off against those TVPs. But look at these E5s. Very aggressive move by Pincer. Tyson Radium trying to get up and behind the mouse. Great shot from EFXD. Doesn't connect, but he puts Tysh's head back down, and C-cap has been reset. So cap advantage goes to Pincer. Chips is looking worse for wear. He is being absolutely pummeled to the extent he's gone. He's out. That is their meat shield gone. Apex on the back foot. Commie is going to take the B-cap. Well, they're not even looking. I mean, they're not looking at the A-cap at the moment. They're a tank down, and they're a big tank down. They have lost their super duper heavy. And it doesn't look like, I mean, Tanks Go Choo Choo in the grill is also gone though. So, but that's not really going to make much of a difference. I mean, losing a grill to losing a super duper heavy, losing a very lightly armoured, big, not so derp gun compared to a meat shield. Well, you can see Apex though still having the hit point advantage, but only just. EFXD there, right on the top of the hill. Oh no, he just dropped down. So now we've got Tommy and Amarat hightailing it round to this A-cap. External did go there, so cap advantage will now go to will now go to Apex. So Apex will start. Oh, that's a great shot by Tysh. I think that was a blind shot into Tommy. I think it was just an anticipated shot. As you can see, the TVPs coming around the flank there, trying to get the shots in. Sponge putting some good shots across the map. As you can see, he's trying to get Ammo Rat. Didn't work, wasn't connecting. So now we have Apex will start to dominate, and they're starting to dominate now, only on the base points though. Hit points, wow, almost even Steven. And yes, I know he plays for Promo. I'm just going to pull back here, try and see where they're going. Well, EFXD is probably going to go up high here into this spotting position. Yes, he does. External running around the map like a crazy thing in that bat chat, and why not? TVPs, well, they're still in their position. Apex, well, the C-Cap is now going to be taken. You've got Iron Army there in the bat chat, dropping into that tank, into that place. Although he has been reset, so he can't take it. TVPs, well, I don't know where they're going. They're going back to oversee the D and probably rotate around down this flank here. That's what they look like they're doing. Sponge and Luffy. Radium, oh, Radium gets a bit of a pummeling there as he tries to back out. EFXD understands the danger, realizes the danger. He's not going to be able to reset the C-Cap. C-Cap has been taken. Tysh, however, is out on a limb. He's got to be careful. As you can see, the hit points are slowly being whittled down on Pincer. And there you go, here come the TVPs, trying to put some pressure onto poor old EFXD. And when those things are fully loaded, it's wow. But when they're empty, they are so vulnerable. I'm just going to move back over here. You can see that Ammo Rat and Tommy are covering anything moving in. External in the back chat, well, he really can't do too much at the moment. Tysh is now dropping down, looking to put a bit of pressure onto EFXD. Doesn't know he's there, but now he does. Gets a bit of a smacking for his troubles. If he comes over the top, he may. Oh, and Ammo Rat kicks in. Ammo Rat, oh, he's able to put another one into his bottom plate as Tysh tries to back away. Tysh there, really in a world of trouble. TVPs can't do too much. If they come around that corner, they know that the FVs can and will smack them. Ammo Rat is not reloading his clip. Akka, oh, EFXD is looking to finish off Tysh. And he will. There he goes. Tysh is out. Alpha is now being focused. Radium's going to drop down. That's a great shot into Radium. EFXD is going to hightail it out of there. Alpha is getting pummeled from the other side, from the A-cap. Now we're going to have the TVPs rushing in. There's going to be a bit of a brawl around this area as they look to take out Radium and Sponge. Sponge will be the first to go. No, he's not. EFXD goes first, then Sponge goes down. Now Commie and Akka moving in onto Radium. Down goes Radium and Apex take it. Ooh. Apex going 2-1 up at the expense of Pincer. Really well played by Apex there. Backed Pincer into a corner. What more can they have done? So, game. So. Oh, let me just put it in the chat. So, swapping those spawn points, this time Apex on the north spawn, Pincer on the south. We have Commie in a Crown Wagon, Ammo Rat in an E5, Chips in an E5, EFXD in an Object 140, Akka in a Crown, External now dropping into a 140, and Tommy in an IS4. Moving over to Pincer, we have Sponge in a 50B, Tankscope Choo Choo in a TVP, Alpha in an E5, Luffy doubling up with Sponge in that 50B, Radium in an E5, Tysh in an E5, and Iron Army in a bat chat. So at the moment, Apex are on the cusp of winning. Can they hold it, or will Pincer force it into the decider on Faust? Even if they don't, it's not all over for Pincer. They will drop down and play the loser of the other game. We will have two teams going out today though, so looking at those hit points, wow, Apex are just taking it again. Let's get up high into the back, see what they're going to do this time. So, the objects are coming this way. They're probably going to go for the A cap. We've got the heavies moving towards the B in the area. Oh, look at this. Tyche, Radium, Alpha, really aggressive straight through. It's going to be a brawl. Amarat and Tyche, Chips and Radium. Tommy's coming in. Alpha is rotating out of there, really trying to get out of there. But Tyche is in a world of pain here. Komi, Aka, Amarat, all looking to put HE into his rear deck, and they do. Tyche is going to go down early doors. Very aggressive strap from Pincer, straight out the blocks. Radium also is looking worse for wear. Down goes Tyche, down goes Radium. Two tanks down already. Poor old Luffy in the 50B, he's on his long reload. He's also now in a world of pain. Not much he can do about it. He's got to reload. Oh, he gets to safety. EFXD puts a great shot into his back though. He manages to avoid the danger just, but he loses some hit points as he drops. Iron Army in the back chat taking the B cap. But at the moment, it's all going Apex's way. We have Sponge, Alpha, Tanks Go Choo Choo, the back chat of Iron Army, but they're all relatively high, although the Tanks Go Choo Choo is no longer relatively high. Luffy is a one-shot, and EFXD should be looking to take him down. Komi, however, is losing hit points rapidly. EFXD is desperately trying to get that shot into Luffy, and he does. That's 3 tanks down, but Komi's gone, and External have also gone. So, it ain't all going Apex's way here. Iron Army, a couple of shots in and then trying to get out of dodge. Is he going to make it? That's the question. Tommy is really being harassed there. They do have the cap. EFXD missing Iron Army as he comes around there. At the moment, well, base points favouring Apex. Oh, Tanks Go Choo Choo. He might be Tanks Go Bang Bang in a minute if EFXD can land this shot. No, he doesn't. He misses. Tanks Go Choo Choo just managing to... Oh, loads of crossfire coming in the vain attempt to cross into Tanks Go Choo Choo. So all 4 of the Pincer guys are now around the A cap. It's 4 against 5. Hit points are in favour of Apex. Tanks Go Choo Choo is incredibly low. Iron Arm is in a bat chat, so he's got to be careful even though he's fully loaded. Sponge, well, he's in a 50B, so he's only got 1 clip before he's gone. Iron Army, what is he doing? He's trying to get to the rock here. And he manages to get to the rock and behind it, and they now can see EFXD. And that's the thing. I mean, EFXD, he knows where they are. He's just trying to land those blind shots, but it's just not working. Cap points now favouring Pincer. Tommy in the IS-4 is moving in, trying to get those spots. He will see AMX 50B Sponge is on his very long reload. Oh, that's a great shot by Tommy there. Bat Chat is now a 1-shot. Tanks Go Choo Choo is a 1-shot. Sponge and Alpha, however, are very, very healthy. They're all now contained in the corner. EFXD still putting those blind shots into this top corner. He knows exactly that the tanks are up here. It's not difficult to work that one out because they can't be anywhere else. Pincer, however, they do have the base and the cap advantage. They don't have their hit points. They don't have the guns on the battlefield. but they do have the base advantage. So Apex are going to have to push them at some point. Oh, Chip's trying to put a shot into Sponge. Nami could be overcooking it a little bit. He's got to be careful. Oh, tanks go choo-choo. Is out of the game. That has changed the dynamics. Now Apex are looking to get back. Oh, and Apex have taken this one now. It's 2 against too many. It's Alpha and Sponge. Apex now have the advantage, and you can see that Apex are coming in for the kill. They are coming round to push onto Sponge. He's got 1 shot left. Now he's on his full reload, and he will go down. Simple as. Down he goes. Alpha, last man standing. We're rolling with him. He may be able to put a good shot into ammo. He does, but now he is just going to get pounded. Apex, they will go into tomorrow. Pincer, well, they won't. They will play later on today, and we will see who they play. So remember, guys, you had to guess the damage. This one you have to guess the damage done by Apex. So how did they do? They did 16,738. So that's what we're looking at. Well, congratulations to Apex. Really played it well. Commiserations to Pincer, but they're not out just yet. Oops, I'm trying to say stop now. Boom, there we go. So, someone's just said that Joker beat GG. Well, go Joker, my clan. I was set to stream them, but I did say that it'd probably be better to swap it around, because previously Papa Rage was going to stream Apex against Pincer, but because I'm in Joker, I said, you know, best not stick me with Joker for various reasons. So Pramo are already through. They beat MM, so we're just waiting for Purple against GL, I think. They're still playing. Oh no, Purple in Rain are still playing. Yep, Purple and Rain are still playing. Moving down. Well, Joker, they have turned over GG. So they will go into tomorrow where they will play Apex. That means we are watching Pincer against GG. They are going out on Port Bay, Rockfield and New Bay. So let's have a look at Port Bay, one of the older maps. Always an interesting one though. So we'll have a look at that first, and then we'll just, before we go into Rockfield, we'll drop back out again, check to see if anything else has happened, and we'll also check what's going on in the challenges. Even on the circuit, let alone the tall circuit of Western maps. If this is a public game, well, the idea is to get your mediums over that side of the map to put pressure on the C cap. That's not necessarily the case here on tournaments. What you generally find is that if they're not doing a full-on C strat, some clans do, then they'll send a medium or a light to hit about this position here to get those spots. And at the same time, they'll stick a Kranwagen or similar down here on this little ump to get those resets if the other team are doing that C strat. If they're not doing a C strat, then it's not uncommon to see them stick a heavy around this area just to assist with resetting that B cap down that line, and a super heavy sometimes on one of these two buildings, or even as far forward as these buildings here, again to put pressure on that B cap. They may stick a tank E5s around here looking down onto that A cap while sticking another tank, maybe an IS4, maybe a Kranwagen, maybe even E5, any form of heavy into this coal pile. you can stay nicely hauled down here whilst resetting the A cap. From the other side, well, it gets a bit more difficult because it's not a true asymmetric map. You will see them still using those super heavies, Mouse E100, stick them either in this building or in this building, or even as far forward as these buildings. They may send their E5s and IS4s round. If so, they will send the IS4s out wide, going down this line, hence the reason why there's a tank normally in that coal pile, with the E5s pushing straight into that cap there. That can be dangerous because they can stick their E5s and Kranwagens and other haul down type tanks in this area here just to get these resets. If they do go for the C-strat, well, it's not uncommon to see them sending their mediums or lights out wide whilst the rest of the team push into the C-cap from either spawn. Majority of the time, the brawl area is between the A and the B cap, but it's not uncommon to see it around the C cap. It's just more common to see it around this area, with the B cap being the centre of attention 9 times out of 10. Either way, Port Bay is always an interesting map, and no doubt we're going to have some amazing gameplay. This is Rockfield, very aptly named because it's basically a field of rocks. So what are we expecting to see here? Well, it's not uncommon to see them taking a Vickers or some form of medium down into this dippy area here onto this ramp. That way they can get some spots as the other side try to move into their positions. Pretty much the same from the other side. It's almost a mirror image. So we can expect something along those lines. Some clans do like to take the C strat, and if they do, they will push their lights and mediums into C first and then position their heavies around so they can get some resets on the B. That is not common, however. What you're more likely to see is clans sticking an IS4 or something similar down behind this rock. That way anything coming towards B, they can see it and they can smack it. They can even reset B or even jump into B. And again, it's pretty much the same from the other side. Clans do like to send tanks up to the A cap. Why? Because they can use the undulating terrain, the bumps and the dips to use as cover moving up. Now if they see anything on the way up, it's not uncommon to them to stick a heavy here in this position whilst pushing an IS4 or something similar into this corner. That way mainly you're only going to get reset with HE. Pretty much the same from the other side. They've got a similar little position to hide behind whilst your other tank pushes into this corner here. 9 times out of 10, the brawl area on the Rockfield is between the A and the B cap, although it's not uncommon if both teams go for a C strat to see it there. However, that's unlikely, but it can happen. We won't know what strats they're going to utilise. We can only give you an overview. No doubt Rockfield will give us an exciting and brawly type of game. It normally does, so I'm looking forward to it. So that's the flyover of those two. Have we now got a result with Purple and Rain? Let's have a look. I don't think we still got a result. I think they've gone to a decider. And they've gone to a decider. Oh! So we don't know what's happening there. We know what's happening here. The last battle is on New Bay, so we'll have a quick overfly of New Bay. And hopefully by then we can find out. This is New Bay, one of the recent additions to the tournament scene. So what are we expecting to see here? Well, it depends. Some clans like to send their tanks all the way up to these ridges, these ramps, sorry. Get onto these ramps, well, the thing is, anything coming up the ramp you can smack, anything crossing over there you can smack, and you can get some really dominant positions around here. At the same time, they like to send their super heavies, like the Mouse or an E100, down to these type positions. That way, if anything comes around to try and get up the ramps from the flank, they've got it covered. Alternatively, they can push through this area and put some pressure onto the park. It's not uncommon to try and get a fast cap here on the B cap and in the alternative on the C cap. It all depends. I mean, some clans even from the other spawn, and go through. They can fast cap their respective caps, C and B, and then continue pushing through onto the other cap. If there are tanks on the ridge, on the ramps, however, it becomes a danger here with the crossfire. That's why they like to go onto those ridges. But you will get the cap advantage, but the cap advantage doesn't necessarily mean you're going to win the game. The brawl areas, well, it depends. Sometimes you get a brawl around here, sometimes you get a brawl around this cross section here with the heavies, and sometimes you get a brawl around the park and the B and C caps. It all depends on what cap they're going to utilise. New Bay has always been a tricky map, but it's always been an interesting one insofar as strats and meta selection. So I'm looking forward to this one. It's going to be a great game as always. Oops, completely forgot my microphone. That was New Bay. Right then, have we now got a result? We do. Purple are losing to Rain. So Purple will go out and face MM. Rain will go into tomorrow, where they will face off against Pramo, I believe. Yes, they are. There we go. That's tomorrow, not today. We are with a Pincer today. They are going to go out in about another 20 odd minutes. Yeah, it's near as damn it. So let's have a look at some replays while we wait. I've got a replay somewhere. Here we go. I'm running out of replays, unfortunately. I really am running out of replays. Let's see if we've got any more. Yeah, I do have a few more replays coming in, so that's good. I'm just going to go and grab some coffee. Back in a moment. Sorry about that. So, what am I going to say? I'll play another replay after this, and then you guys get your fingers ready, because for the first game out, we will be trying to guess the damage done by GG. Yeah, as Level 2 Trading is saying, I will post the list of winners on the community post. So keep your eyes on my YouTube channel's community post, guys, to find out who is won all the battle passes. You won't get them yet, they're not out. They don't come out until June, so... And it won't be me giving them out, it'll be Wargaming, so that's why I need your in-game names and servers. Because Wargaming will just add them to your account as soon as they are available. Battle passes, that is. So, it's Wargaming who are making it available, not so it won't be coming from me. Those of you who do win, the list of actual winners will be placed on my community and on my Discord. To be honest with you, those of you in my Discord, so you will be able to check and you will be able to find out, and then basically after that just wait until the battle pass comes out. Like I said, it won't be until June, so get a bit of time. That's a great replay by Speculade there. Not one of the easiest tanks to play with, but I do like the T-32. It's a nice little tank. 5.9k damage in this little tier 8. Beautifully done. Right, we'll have one more replay, and then that should lead us up until the game. What is this 2 hours sleep you talk of, level 2? I haven't had 2 hours sleep. I haven't had any sleep. Well, the thing is, when it comes to the Pro Tour, you know, it's like really fast and furious. So I've got Asia to do later today, day 2, followed by EU, day 2, and then tomorrow morning back to NA. So I'll try and get a bit of rest sort of in the afternoon today, maybe, if I'm lucky. And I'll try and get some sleep between Asia and EU. We've got quite a big gap there, like 5 hours or so. So that's quite lucky. I do like the TVP. Good tank. The thing is though, once it's out of ammunition, it is, as I said, it's incredibly vulnerable. I hope this replay doesn't go all the way to the 7 minutes, because that would be a nightmare, to be honest with you, because we've only got 4 minutes before the game starts. I mean, just to confirm, the way I'm looking at it at the moment, Battle Pass winners is as per what Level 2 Trading is saying. The first game it is Kraken and a Retro Guy. They were the closest. And in the second, I've got Chris Cabrera and Amrish Prashar. So, those are the ones I've got down. Level 2 is right. Now you need to guess the damage going to be dished out by GG. That's a great little mastery there by Annihilator. In the TVP, beautiful little tank if you know how to play it. It really is a nice tank. Okay, room is up, room is open. Let's get in. Well, GG is here. Papa Rage is here as well. Hello, Papa Rage. We're going out on Port Bay. We have Pincer on the south spawn, GG on the north spawn. At the moment, well, Pincer aren't here yet. They're probably just finalising, because there's a lot riding on this. One of these teams will go out today. Back to my ugly mug. Hello. So there's a lot riding on this. One of these teams will go out. It's as simple as that. So there's a lot riding on it, and they're going to make sure that both clans are going to try their hardest here. Still got a minute and a half to go realistically, and now Pincer are starting to turn up. GG are already in the room fully. Hernandez is the only one not rated up yet. He's currently sat in IS-7. We are going on Port Bay. It's always an interesting map, Port Bay. Saw some interesting games on it on Asia earlier today and EU. As I was trying to explain to when I was having a chat with Every Good Name Is Taken, whilst Port Bay looks a big map, in real terms it's not. And it's an old map, so the clans are doing their best to try and find new strats, etc, etc. I mean, when you get to this level, I mean, there's strat after strat, and what they try and do is sort of move it around a bit with the meta. So at the moment we have GG more readied up than Pincer. We have Rygal in a Vickers, De Silva in a Kranwagen, Hernandez potentially on 140, Jesus in a Crown Wagon, Mason in an E5, Rai Guy in an IS4, and Tunney in an IS4. Still waiting on Hernandez and Jesus, however. Moving over to Pincer, we have Sponge in the E5, Spitbull in the E5, Tanks Go Choo Choo in a 140, Alpha in a Cran, Luffy in an E5, Radium in an E5, Ayanami in a Cran. Sponge is dropped into a Cran. Hernandez in a Cran, and that's it. That's the teams ready, and we are off here on Port Bay. As I said, there is so much at stake here. Hit points just favouring Pincer, but only very slightly. And don't forget, guys, you should be trying to predict the damage dished out by GG. Let's get a bind to the back. So it looks like it's going to be brawly around the sea cap, so let's get over there straight away. And watch the two teams coming in, as you do. So Rygal in the Vickers, straight towards, going up. Hernandez drops down, sorry, Jesus drops down. Mason is also dropping down. Tanks Go Choo Choo really there quickly. Radium in support. Got the rest of the team coming up in the rear, but nobody has come out to this side, as you can see. Jesus getting a bit of a smacking as he sticks his nose out, and at the moment it is going in favour of Pincer. Only just though, now we've got Tanks Go Choo Choo and Sponge really losing some hit points here. Bit of a brawl, leaving Luffy here. Let's go to the brawl, get an overhead view. Sponge is looking really worse for wear. They're going to be focusing Sponge, GG. Now Alpha is looking worse for wear. He's got to get out there, and so is Sponge. Alpha's now a one-shot. Alpha is now a no-shot. Tunney, however, is also a one-shot. They'll be looking to try and close him down if they can. Radium is trying to get there, and he does. So both teams losing tanks, but the hit points are being whittled down by Pincer rapidly by GG here. You can see there Luffy and Jesus tussling with each other. Down goes Sponge. Radium now looking worse for wear. Ryguy, they need him out of the game. Ryguy's down, so two tanks down on both sides. Radium is now a one-shot. Radium is now a no-shot. Now Spitbull is getting pummeled from the rear by Mason Mount. Rygal, well, he's a one-shot, but nobody's on him. Poor old Spitbull, he's going to go down. Is Luffy going to be able to finish off? No, he's not. This is 3 against 3. Sorry, 3 against 4. Now it's 2 against too many. Ayanami desperately trying to get out of harm's way. Tanks Go Choo Choo can't really do too much in the object. Ayanami desperately trying to get out of there. But it's gonna go to GG, this one. There's no way Ayanami can survive. Hernandez will take him down. No, Rygal takes him down. Tanks Go Choo Choo's the last one standing. He takes out Jesus, but it's 1 against 3 now. He does have a chance against Rygal, but he doesn't now because Rygal takes him out. So there you go. It all be over. And Pincer going down to GG. So let's have a look at that. We have Pincer knocking out 13,000, but GG knocking out 17,828. Oof. So guys, now guess the damage. So you need to guess the damage for the next game, and it's going to be how much damage does Pincer do? So we're just swapping those spawn points here. Pincer will now be on the north spawn. We have Sponge in the IS4, Spitbull in the E5, Tanks Go Choo Choo in the Vickers, Alpha in the Crown, Radium in a Crown, Taish in a Mouse, and Ayanami in a Crown. Moving over to GG, well, they are on the south spawn. We have Rygal in a Vickers, De Silva in a Crown, Hernandez in a Cran, Jesus in a Cran, Mason Mount in an E5, Rai Guy in a Mouse, and Tunney in a Cran. There you go. 8 seconds to go. Hit points this time in favour of GG. Only slightly though. GG have the advantage. They do have the advantage. They are 1-0 up here against Pincer. Pincer have got it all to play for. They've got to try and bring this back. Let's get up high into the back. This time Pincer are not going for the C-strat. This time Tanks Go Choo Choo is going to be overlooking. But it looks like with Iron Army and Radium just covering and the rest of the team are going to A and looks like B. Moving over, we have Rygao coming in towards the C-cap, getting those early spots if he can. Nothing there to spot though. Rest of GG, well, Jesus Hernandez is heading towards the C-cap. The other Crown Dragons are just going to take defensive positions here with Rygao heading towards that B-cap. I'm going to jump in. See there, Sponge taking up a defensive position in the coal. Taish and the Mouse heading towards the B-cap as well, just for overlock. Yeah, that's all he's going to do. He's trying to get the cross shot into Rygao. Spitball getting a bit of an HE roll into him there. It's not going to really phase him. He only lost 8 hit points. So at the moment, it's a bit of a standoff. Neither team. Oh, Mason Mount is looking to probably. Oh, that's a good shot going into Hernandez. Let's get over this side a moment. It's a bit of a stalemate at the moment. Both teams taking good positions. Neither team wanting to be overly aggressive at this moment in time. Although now I say that Rygao is looking to probably try and take that C-cap, but it's pretty difficult because there's 2 Crown Dragons and a Vickers there. Vickers is there to get the spot, the Crown Dragons is there to get the resets. Rygao moving out to Silver, pushing up. Tunney is just behind. Taish getting a bit of a roll. Oh, double roll into Taish in the Mouse. Let's quickly get over here and see what Taish is doing. Oh, he's trying to side scrape off, but Mason Mount can't really do too much in the end. Sponge taking the A-cap. That's a great move by Sponge, but the C-cap will be taken. No, it's going to be reset. It's a great reset. That's exactly why those Crown Dragons are there, by the way, to reset that cap. So, Pincer will get the cap advantage. They do not have the hit point advantage anymore, however. Sponge going back to his coal, by looks on it. Just in case anything tries to come round. Tanks Go Choo Choo. Well, he's in the Vickers trying to get those spots. Let's move back over to Rygao and De Silva here. De Silva is spotted, so he's going to back away. Rygao is not spotted. Again, this is pretty much of a stalemate. Both teams have got caps. Pincer are just getting those caps a lot quicker. Now, the Crown Dragons of GG are stacking up on this side. They're looking to push down this lane or probably through the spawn. We have Tunney, Jesus Hernandez, and De Silva all here. Hernandez Carlos and the other Crown Dragon just holding out there. Trying to get cross shots there into Spitball in that E5. But Radium is backing him up as well. We have Alpha and Iron Army and the other Crown Dragons. They're also backing up. Oh, Iron Army gets a smack. Now you can see, oh, the good HAE roll there to De Silva. Again, still a bit of a standoff, although you can see here that Pincer are losing hit points. Let's just leave that for the moment and get around this side. Here come GG. They're trying to push a little bit. Iron Army, another HE roll. Sponge is spotted. De Silva is trying to get round here. Iron Army would be the target. He is. Oh, that's a big miss though. De Silva got one shot left. No, he's going to fully. No, he's not going to fully reload. He does take the shot. I'm anticipating GG to do a push down this flank when they get to about the 700, maybe the 750 mark. When you may get Ryguy pushing into the B cap at the same time, just to take that advantage. Excuse me. So it is taking some time. Now, I mean, they're still jostling here. Neither team is really wanting to put their nose out too much, but it's too early. 750, maybe 800 then. GG will make a move. And you can see the Vickers are right. Oh, Tanks Go Choo Choo is in trouble. Tanks Go Choo Choo is in serious trouble. Oh, and GG take the advantage. Now Pincer, they're on the back foot. They have got to make a move. GG goes to show that patience is a virtue. Pincer are now on the back foot. GG have got the advantage. Taish here. Taish here is being focused. He may not last. He's a one shot. Oh, who's going to get it? Is it going to be Mason or is it going to be Hernandez? It's going to be Hernandez. No, Hernandez bounces. Taish has survived this, but Hernandez should take him down here. Down he goes. Moving over to this side because this is going purely to GG. GG have taken the C cap as well. No, they're losing that to Pincer, but it's all over. GG win. Oof. Wowzers. So anyone who posted ooh. Right then, so what was the damage, eh? The damage was very low. 6,557. Wow, there you have it. So 6,557. That's good. That's going to be a toughie. That is going to be a toughie. We are into potentially the last game. Pincer really, really on the back foot. GG. So we're on Rockfield. Pincer on the North spawn. GG on the South. You can see there Sponge, Tanks Go Choo Choo, Alpha, all in Crown Wagons, Iron Army and Vickers, Taishan and IS4, Radium E5, Spitball E5. Moving over to GG. Well, we'll have to wait. There we go. So we have Tysh in the IS4, Tanko Choo Choo in a Crown Wagon along with Alpha and Sponge. Spitball in an E5 along with Radium with Iron Army in a Vickers. My ping is at 400. Woohoo! Love it, eh? So, let's get up. Is this going to be a sad day for Pincer or not? Are they going to be able to take it and turn it around? GG have the bull by the horns here. You can see Hernandez in the Vickers straight to the C-cap area to get those spots. We're getting out of there. Tysh is spotted. Here come the rest of GG. They're looking for the B and the A-cap strat, whereas Pincer have sort of gone C, overlook on B, overlook on A. GG are being aggressive. They can feel victory. They can taste it. Not even bothering with the cap. They are just going to push straight through. Rygao leading the charge. Finding Spitball. Spitball getting smacked and smacked again. Spitball here is in trouble a little bit. He's got to get out of there. GG are just advancing across the map. Mason, Rygao, even Mateo's dropped in. A-cap is taken. So at the moment, Pincer do have the cap advantage. Oh, Mateo, he's a little bit overextended here. So he's trying to get back into cover. But there are going to be cross shots coming in. Spitball, well, and Radium and Tysh all being harassed and bullied by Mason Mountain Rygao. Pretty much contained here, Pincer. However, GG are pretty widely spread. Doesn't mean anything. I mean, they're already down on hit points, but now they're slowly trying to bring it back, and they do have the cap advantage. Thing is, GG will be looking just to drop into that B cap. And that's where we're going to go, because we have Hernandez in the Vickers trying to get round. Mateo and Tunney here, well, they're kind of on an overlook. But there's a push going down over this side a little bit between Mason Mount and Rygao, trying to get Radium out of the game. Radium goes down. GG take the advantage. Base points go to GG now with that. And look at those hit points. Both been whittled down, but Pincer worse for wear at the moment. It's not looking great for Pincer, I've got to agree. GG seem to have a little bit more control in this game at this moment in time, despite the fact that they are widely spread. They are spread on a broad front though. Spitball here in Tysh are probably going to get a bit of a focus. Spitball being focused more. Mason Matt coming in from the rear. Rygao may go down, but not before Spitball. No, Rygao will go first. Tysh is looking to finish him off. Down goes Rygao. Spitball now, is Mason Mount going to be able to finish him? No, he cannot. Spitball on like next to no hit points. 31, but Iron Arm is on 8. Down he goes. Tysh is also looking work for wear. Spitball down, Radium down, Iron Army down, Sponge down. It's going to go to GG. Pincer are going to go out. Tysh goes down. It is favouring GG. Only 2 against too many. Tanks go choo-choo. He can't do anything. He knows he can't. He's in a Crown Wagon. He's waiting for his load time. Alpha, Hernandez Carlos comes in. Let's get down and watch as they bully poor old Alpha, who's the last man standing. And it's all over. Commiserations to Pincer. Wasn't to be. They are going out very early today. Congratulations to GG. Straight run, 3-0. Wowzers. So, let's have a look at the damage this time, shall we? Because this time, don't forget, it was GG that we were looking for. They did 17,854. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So, as I said, commiserations. Commiserations to Pincer. Just wasn't to be their day. So, another shock, to be fair. Congratulations to GG, and of course congratulations to Apex earlier. Do we have any other results? I don't know. Let's check. So let's check. We had Purple going out against Moon Milkers, or MM. Chances are that is still battling away, and it is still battling away. So we don't have a result there just yet. What we do know is Pincer have gone out. GG will go into the lower bracket final tomorrow. They will play the loser of the game between Apex and Joker. Still waiting to find out what's going on with Purple and MM. Let's have a quick look at the challenges. So we have straight and rival through to the final bracket tomorrow, which means OG and SVG are battling it out at the moment. Do we have a result there? No, we don't. They're still battling. Down in Group 2, Cursed and PPS, well, they are through to tomorrow. EC going out to Void. So Void managing to go through to the lower bracket final tomorrow. They turned over EC 3-0. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play a replay. By that time, we should then have the results for the final. I don't need to see my elderly mug. I dropped that. I'm going to get some more coffee. Back in a moment. Okay, coughed up. Sorry, not watching the replay. I was too busy getting coffee. Although it looks like it's a realistic battle, I think. On the grounds that there's a Sheridan missile there. Oi, oi, oi. it's not an exact science for long when we say start and stop, because there is a stream delay, and obviously poor old level 2 trading is totally unaware of when I'm saying stop, etc., etc., because of the stream delay. Anyway, great little game by Yusuf there. So, have we got a final result? Do we know who else is leaving the tournament today? So let's start with the challenges, actually. SVG and OG, we're still waiting on those, so they're still playing. Wowzers, that must have gone to a decider, to be fair, because they're still pressing themselves out there. What about in the Pro Tour? Oh, purple turning over MM, so we are losing Pincer and MM. So commiserations to both. Congratulations to Purple and GG. They have made it through to the lower bracket finals tomorrow, where they will play the losers of the upper bracket final. In Group 1, that will be Pramo against Rain, and in Group 2, it will be Apex against Joker. So, with that, as level 2 trading said, bloody hell, how did Alpha get to win? Gah. Gah. Alpha, go away, you're too OP. So the list of winners will go onto my community tab once I've tabulated it after I've had a little bit of sleep. And that's it from me, to be fair, guys. Oh god, I've got loads. Subscribe to your channel. No, sorry. I don't know who you are, so you know I'm not going to randomly subscribe to random people. Right, that's it. Short and sweet. We are back again tomorrow, where we'll be doing more giveaways. I'll be back on Asia later today, where we'll be doing more giveaways again. And I'll be back on EU, where we'll be doing more giveaways again. And then we'll be back on NA tomorrow for day 2. Till then, guys, it's been a shocking tournament for some clans. I mean, Endgame going out on EU, Pincer going out here. So even the big boys can fall. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say good morning. I'm absolutely shattered now. I need to get a little bit of sleep. Thanks for watching, guys. And look, I'd like to say a big, huge, massive thank you to Level 2 Trading for all his valiant work behind the scenes. I mean, guys, without the mods, firstly, the chat would be toxic. And secondly, I'd be sort of in another world as I'm trying to do this and that. So it all gets a bit complex. So big, massive thanks to Level Trading for stepping up and really helping out. It's been invaluable. With that, guys, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. I hope you've had a good day. Enjoy the rest of whatever day you happen to be in. I'm actually in Thursday. Some of you are still in Wednesday. And until the next time, have a good one. Bye for now.